Greetings, travelers. Please join us again for our tale. Previously, our heroes had gathered supplies from the heart of the mountain establishment and had come in contact with an Urdican trail watcher. Having caught wind of where his traitorous allies might be, Alexander de la Rosa heads out alone. Now they are heading west into the wild, unaware of just how dangerous the journey will be. Now relax and enjoy another chapter in Sulfur and Saloons.
Quickly, the landscape begins to turn into, you've never really left the city of Rapture. This is your first time actually kind of like leaving the city walls. You guys, on the other hand, have seen this. You've lived in the Black Marsh. You are a druid. You spend time in nature. You travel between the cities. But for you, you never really noticed how weird the landscape is. Sure, you've lived here your whole life, but still there's just stuff that's off. The trees just don't look like they grow right. There's just kind of a weird, dusty, broken tint to the land as it just kind of stretches out in rolling grassy hills. Far off in the distance, you can see creatures moving around. There's a herd of bison moving across the plains far out, and from maybe what you can tell, a couple Urdican nomads keeping watch over the herd. But they're very far, several miles out off in the distance. You guys see a couple coyotes here and there, but these aren't your normal coyotes. They're much larger, more akin to like almost wolf size, but their flesh is not, there's no fur, it's more sinew and muscle, just stretched thin across this tightly drawn, muscular body as they kind of prowl the plains for
Are they leaving
any
us
scrap of
alone?
food. They're far off, and you know the coyotes aren't what you need to worry about out here. It's the wolves and everything else. It's our travel partner. It's me. I'm the reason you need to worry. The dungeon master. So you guys make pretty good progress towards the city of Sheinar. You do have to take several. Your guide takes you through several like cutbacks and different trails, but he says it's all in the name of, well, I'm just keeping you guys safe. I know the trails here, and it gets dangerous at night, so. And he kind of looks up and sees the sun is starting to set. It's getting into like 6 or 7 in the afternoon, and you guys have made a pretty good coverage to Sheinar, and you'll definitely reach the city of Sheinar by tomorrow, somewhere a little bit after noon. But he's like, we should bed down for the night. It gets dangerous quick out here. And so he brings you guys to kind of like a small like alcove. There's like just like a rock overhang. He's like, this is a great place to camp. His accent's changing. Isn't that interesting? Sometimes I struggle to keep an accent in line, but he's like, I camp here often. It is usually quite safe. I shall take the first watch, but I would prefer if I could not watch the whole night. I do need my rest.
I'll take the second watch.
Perfect.
I'll also take a watch.
All right, sounds good. All right, he kind of lays out his bedroll. So he's gonna take he's gonna take first watch. He gets kind of a small, like covered fire built. He actually digs into the ground and makes like a pit for this fire to be in to try and keep the smoke down. And he starts cooking his own meals. And he's like, "Did you guys bring provisions, or should I make something for you guys?"
I have a bedroll, and I roll it out and I sit on it.
Sounds good.
I got some food at home.
I'm eating out of like a jar of like preserved fruits just with my fingers, and then he like turns to me and asks if we have food at this time, and I'm like,
I'm just gonna
Doing
create
alright.
food and water. I'm gonna be like, food!
He's like,
And then I'm just
practicing
gonna
alchemist.
how did you do that?
Whoa! That's
I
a lot
can.
of food.
Is that edible food?
Yep,
Well,
it's
it's going into my mouth.
bread and water.
It's quite bland. There's just something missing, but
It tastes like home.
it's
I
sustenance.
made it out of dirt.
I'll grab rations out of my bag and start eating.
Sounds good. He sits down and he just kind of hunkers off, kind of to himself. He's not like super big on the conversation, but he's not like closing himself
shoot,
off
what
to you
was his
guys.
name? Icknick?
Yes.
He's just kind of vibing.
He's just kind of sitting there cooking his food. He's not like distancing himself, but
I have this spell called Thaumaturgy, and he made a fire correct.
correct.
And I snuff it out.
If you would like to.
I'm gonna
If he
use
does
my
that-
magical powers to snuff it out.
I'm gonna relight it immediately after he does that.
Oh, it's one of them trick candles.
Ignick's just kind of like sitting there cooking and just goes, and he just goes, Planes are weird these days. And just continues cooking like nothing happened.
That's exactly what I
I'm
want.
gonna set up a tent.
I'm gonna
can I
take
check-
my violin out. Oh,
Can I check the perimeter around the camp?
Yeah,
Make sure
absolutely.
everything's safe.
If you want to just roll me an investigation check, can I do? And
It's a
you,
nat 1.
Looks safe to me.
I'm gonna take my violin
Very
out
good,
and play for a little
guys.
bit, and I'm gonna
As he
give
steps over the
Icnic a
alligator.
bardic inspiration die.
sounds good.
Keep that.
Oh wait, I probably.
That's a D.
Oh, I didn't fix that after last time. I still had 3. So I have 2 now. But it'll be a D8 that he can use for rolls on his watch. I'm just gonna
Musical
kind of
note
like.
next to it to denote that it's a bardic. Yes, I have written down that Icnic has got a bardic inspiration.
I'll
He
play
thanks you
for.
greatly.
I'll play for a little bit longer and then stop. I don't want to attract anything. I mostly just wanted to give this guy a little bit of boost and make it so he
Cut to some
has
bisons a
some
mile away
faith in us.
vibing.
Sounds good. What kind of music are you playing? Just kind of like a light, jaunty tune, or
Probably not jaunty. Probably just
Techno.
like a calm. Yeah, techno on a violin.
like melodic?
Like a calm melodic tune. Nothing
Melodic
too out there.
Sounds good. He just kind of sways with the music for a bit, and then just kind of nods along with it.
How badly did you biff that investigation check?
Is it
Literally
really a nat
nat
1?
1.
Oh.
Real bad.
You kind of like, you check it out, and you're like, I've been on the plains before, and you pop up like on top of the rock outcropping. You stand up there. Looks good to me. And then you just kind of pop that down. You didn't really walk around. You kind of forgot that integral part. You just kind of pop up and looked around, and we're like, I don't really see anything. It's also kind of dark, kind of hard to see.
Good job on looking around. You're
Did you
doing a
find
good
anything?
job to protect us.
Alright, all clear.
Spending the day well traveled, our heroes find shelter for the night. They all make themselves comfortable and set up a watch to ensure their safety. Abose eventually spots figures moving in the shadows and warns his compatriots of the cloaked assailants.
First up and first foremost is the one guy that you did not spot. Because there is a total of 5 of them.
He sneaked up.
He did sneak up.
Really good on my lookout.
You did, but he rolled a nat 20.
Oh no, he did even better.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
I'm assuming a nat 20 hits.
No, actually.
It's the Critmeister.
Doubled at a roll.
Anybody have anything to cancel that out? Uh-oh.
I give you
I knew I
guidance.
should have raged before this happened.
All right, you are going to be taking
Oh!
What happened?
I got hit.
18 points of damage
Oh!
as an arrow just kind of out of the dark from on top of the ridge and implants itself into your kind of like thigh area.
Oh! My leg!
That's a lot of damage. I'm scared though.
It is!
And that was with his short bow.
And it hurt!
He's not in melee yet.
So you watch as I rip open my chest, and you watch as these big hands crawl out of it.
Of
and it's-
yourself? Oh
Yeah.
my god, your transformation process
Yeah,
is
I rip it
disgusting.
out and
Is this something
it's like
kobolds
a
normally
flesh
do?
suit. And
I know.
you watch as I pull
What's
out
happening?
this toothpick, but as I grab it, it transforms into this 6-foot javelin.
I'm just like,
And
Okay.
I
Like a
look
bunch of
and I
bedheads.
size up the crowd, and I look for anybody who seems important.
The one on the far hill looks
Oh.
relatively important.
Good.
Do you know what, just for the visceral, vivid description, if you would like to roll intimidation,
Yes.
I would let you.
I would like to.
It does not hit though.
Oh,
As you chuck this javelin, it is like, you feel it feels weird in your fingers as you
Ew.
throw it, but it kind of it's coming down in an arc that's going to make contact, and this bright, fire, shield. It's,
One of those
as you can
guys.
tell, any spellcasters here, someone other than the guy casted shield, and your javelin
Oh, I'm
off
not
this
happy now.
alchemical shield that pops up in front of this
Alright.
guy.
Oh
Ow!
my god.
Mr. Gnurf, you are up.
I guess we're fighting. I'm gonna reach into my bag and pull out a small cube,
All right.
chuck it on the ground, and I'm gonna summon my arcane cannon.
Sounds good.
And it just little old-timey cannon with legs.
Sounds good.
Just sprouts.
How many legs?
2.
Oh, that's how many I have.
I'm gonna have it. How far away is the guy he's attacking from me?
For you, it's about 40, 45 feet again.
Perfect. He's in range.
Yes.
This bad boy is
all in
getting
range.
slapped around.
I'm gonna turn the cannon, and then I'm gonna fire a force ballista shot at him.
Sounds good.
To roll now.
Forgot I had level 6 spells.
7.
Total?
Yes.
That does not hit.
Oh no.
This like cannon pops out and it goes, and just kind of sails wide of him.
I shouldn't be using a prototype in the field.
That's true.
That's
you
it?
should always
Up next
test.
is this guy, the alchemist, who is with him. As you kind of like engage with this guy, you see this like smaller humanoid-looking guy. You've noticed that this is an Urtican. The guys above you on the cliff are Urtican, but behind this like Urtican, like lieutenant-looking guy, is a man dressed in like alchemical robes, and he begins just kind of like charging something up, and he is gonna throw.
Don't you do it. I see it coming. Don't do it.
He's gonna fire Scorching Ray.
Oh.
That I have.
One at you, one at you, and one at you.
Oh, I don't make the death save for that one.
I'm trying to negotiate.
Dex saves from everyone, please.
I believe Scorching Ray is to
Raise
hit.
the
Oh,
attack
yes,
one.
it is.
Burning
I am
hands
so
and
silly.
death save.
Burning Hands is.
I'm gonna
a
cast
silly little
Shield.
boy. You're gonna cast Shield? Alright. So to hit Lyle, I'm assuming a 9 does not. Or
It does not.
not a 9. He'd have
How far away is this guy from me?
a 13.
That does not hit. I have a 15.
This guy for you is about
Is it
50 feet.
Well, it looks like the spell isn't ranged anyways, so it doesn't matter. Roll a hit.
Alright, Al, for you. No, he's not gonna hit you. And what's your armor class?
What'd you roll?
He got a 13.
You playing meets beats?
Yes.
Huh?
Meets beats?
Meets beats.
13 AC.
I have a 13 AC.
Oh, no, I do half damage. The way I run it is
Okay.
if you meet exact, it's half damage.
Still doing damage, so I'll be casting Hellish Rebuke as a
Reaction.
Sounds good.
That's a good call.
Nice.
How much is the range on Hellish Rebuke?
There's not.
There's not.
What? That's insane.
You take 6 fire damage as the ray makes contact with you.
I take 6.
Yes.
How
How much is he taking?
Uh,
He has to make a save, correct? Hellish Rebuke?
no, he just take. Oh, Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, dex save. What does it look like?
What does he need to save?
13.
A 13 he does. He
Okay.
rolls a 15.
So he's gonna take 6 fire damage.
6 fire damage.
His spell makes contact with me, and there's like a light that kind of fills my eyes, and there's like a cord on the violin, and I like shoot out with my bow, and he bursts into flames.
Sick.
How much did you say I took?
You
Oh,
missed.
6.
You also took
Great.
6.
I'm adjusting the leg on the cannon.
I told you not to hit me and you didn't, so good job. That's this like 8 foot tall crocodile man who's like currently fighting the big boss.
What, like the Croc from like Amazing Spider-Man?
Yeah,
That's
like Killer
terrifying.
Croc.
Killer Croc.
Christ.
All right.
But like
Yeah, this guy kind of like,
awful.
you see like charging up and he just goes, "Ah," poof, and he just like lets go of this burst of energy and it goes, poof, 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 and it like grazes your shoulder and it just zips past you guys completely.
intimidation.
Evan, you're up.
All right.
Did its job.
So can I get? I want a wild shape. Can I get the stats for a wolf to wild shape into? Well, I'm just like pounding it on the ground, and you can just see me like my bones breaking as I like transform into this, and like kind of like spine starting to come out from my back.
We travel with a terrifying group.
Yeah, this is a
Yeah,
I'm,
I'm
like,
pretty
fully
scary.
in tears.
wolves on the continent are like,
I'm pretty scary.
he transformed into this like, I mean, his shoulder height on this wolf is about like 5.5 feet at the shoulder. He's got kind
a
of like
perfect map.
That's my height.
the like spikes. There's like kind of like the bones on his back are like protruding from the skin, and the skin itself seems like drawn tight across just like these rippling muscles that seem too big for its own body.
Corvus
It's
has never
like-
seen anything like this before. He's probably himself and crying
Its
a little
mouth
bit.
is, you've seen them from very far off on your travels, but they've seemed smaller further away. The snout isn't super long. It is this like short bullpup mouth that is just filled with just dripping fangs. There's these two like oversized canines that kind of come down, and its like nose is like crushed in almost.
Could I attach a cannon to you?
You could
That's what your first thought is upon seeing that.
This thing looks like and then
Yeah.
its claws are just like these like sinewy like just feet, like a wolf's foot, but if you just took off all the hair, it is just these like claws coming out of just like this sinewy like foot.
footy muscle mass.
It is
I can't
gross.
think of anything else right now.
And-
I'll throw up.
Come get me.
It looks demonic.
You don't do
as
that,
heck.
right? Because I don't do that. And I can't handle it if someone else turns
Did
into
I
a sinewy
resave?
monster.
Did I resave my thing when I was transforming too?
Kind of. It doesn't hurt to say it again though.
All right. So I transform into my direwolf, and then I move my 30 movement speed over towards Lyle.
Direwolves have a 50 movement
Or
speed.
50? All right, then I'm just gonna move up next to Lyle.
Sounds good.
Get behind him so we can have some
Are
flame.
you going for the
You'll
lieutenant?
be here, and I'll be
Um,
like right on his flank.
You've got the movement to make it to the alchemist if you'd like.
No, don't get him.
Or do you wanna
Would
hit
that
the
put me
lieutenant?
in between two of them if I did that?
So yeah, there's like
Still flanking.
Lyle, lieutenant, and then there's kind of like a gap, and then there's like this alchemist who's kind of like down behind the hill, and he's the one who casted shield on
He's
the
mine.
lieutenant.
I'll put a like a diagonal angle of the lieutenant.
Okay, so you're like kind of in between the
Yeah.
two. Sounds good.
Who you
Um,
attacking?
You've also got
that's-
advantage because direwolves have pack tactics.
That makes it very easy for me to kill things.
So I'm gonna attack Mr. Lieutenant Man.
Sounds good.
Give him a bite on the butt.
So 13. I do.
You do have advantage.
Forgot you said that.
Good thing you got
And then,
It's a +5 to hit for direwolves.
+5. Oh, so that's a 19.
A 19 will hit.
Oh, yeah.
So go ahead and roll your 2d6 plus 3 piercing damage, and he needs to make a strength save or be knocked prone.
Yes, he knows.
How much damage?
9 damage.
9 damage.
Boy, that's pretty good. Good job.
And he also goes prone.
Oh,
You sink your teeth into him, and he was kind of like focused on you and this like great sword that just cleaves across him. That you just kind of like sprint up and just right into his leg, and you feel the blood just taste so sweet as it fills your mouth.
Don't say
Oh,
that.
And you just like he like comes down to a knee, and you use your body to like you like almost like body slam his chest, and poof, he hits the ground. As he comes to his knee because you bite him, and then he just hits the ground as he's got his like glaive like here, and he's like sprawled out like this.
Is this the alchemist?
This is the lieutenant. This is the bigger Urtican guy.
the boss.
I think we're fine.
Let's see. Urtican 2 is going to jump down, like on top of you.
No,
he's
David,
gonna, like,
don't
leap
do
from
it.
the thing, like spear
no.
up. He's gonna take some fall damage. He lands pretty awkwardly, and with a pretty awkward landing, he's gonna have disadvantage on the attack roll as well. Oh my god, I missed a stationary object. What's your armor class now?
19.
How? What?
I have a 14 AC, and with shield, it's a 19.
Oh yeah, that's true. You did cast shield on yourself.
the shield.
So yeah,
Very
he
nice.
kind of comes down, and like half the reason he lands so awkward is he's expecting to like meet you with his said spear, and it kind of hits this shield, so he's like ting, oh god, poof, and you hear something snap as he lands, and just in Urtican you hear.
I wouldn't recommend it. I'm sorry.
He just ripped his ACL.
He Aaron Rodgers did as he came down.
Rest
Achilles tendon.
in peace, my man.
Another Urtican up there, thinking more wisely than his Urtican, he will just kind of like come down off the ledge and just kind of like slide down almost, and he's gonna chuck a spear at you because he saw the shield on you, and he's like, I'm gonna go for the squishier target.
Good choice.
And you said your armor class was
13.
13. That I'm assuming a Yeah, 19's gonna hit.
Yeah.
All right.
Fortunately.
Here's your reaction.
I'm out of those.
Oh no.
All right, you take 6 damage.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, you can walk that off.
As he hits you with his spear.
Hi.
The Urtican lieutenant is now
Bro.
going to use half his movement to stand back up, and
He gets
going
up.
he is going to like kind of swing his glaive at you.
At me?
Yeah.
All right.
Good call.
No, I realized I could have taken an attack and opportunity on the guy that fell on the shield.
Ooh, that is his second nat 20 of the game.
Another. Okay.
But this time it's with the glaive.
Let's go.
Ouchie.
So let's see. That's already.
Don't worry, you won't take any meaningful damage.
Yeah, I'm in a different form, so it doesn't really matter.
That's true. Average druid W just. Oh yeah, all that damage doesn't actually matter. By the way.
Really hit me.
So that's going to be 15 damage as he brings his glaive across. It was not a very great crit.
All right, it's my turn, and I just see this big wolf show up, and I'm like, oh, buddy, you're not gonna be doing too well after this. And I'm gonna attack the big guy again.
Sounds good.
I'm at advantage, right? Because of pack tactics.
I believe pack tactics only works for him, but since you're flanking, you have it anyways. Because
Is
he's
it
at like a
an ally?
diagonal.
Well, you're flanking anyway, so you have advantage.
Yeah, you
That's
get the
true.
advantage.
Well, pack tactics has the wolf.
The
has
wolf has
advantage,
advantage, yeah.
Gotta love 5th ed mechanics.
Oh,
I've never really understood pack tactics because you get flanking anyways.
Yeah.
But like, I guess like the guys standing in front who aren't flanking, but
it's
just
It's
move.
just in case
just move and
you
flank.
show up when your ally
Yeah.
is there. Well, I'm gonna hit him really hard anyways. Hiya! Oh no, that's a 9 plus 7. So that's a 16.
That will hit.
Yes!
Nice.
I'm gonna do damage first because if I kill him, I'm gonna move on to the mage.
You're not going to kill him.
Alright, then I'll roll this.
300 damage.
Actually, 7,000 damage.
So that'll be 7 points of slashing damage, and then I will hit him again if he's still up.
Oh, he's still up.
Alright, I'm
He's
gonna hit him
very
again.
pissed off now.
Good. Oh yes, it's another really bad roll. That's a 14. Does that hit?
No, that does not hit.
Oh no.
And then I grab my gun.
Oh, honest to God gun.
Yeah.
For the
put-
folks at home, describe your gun.
It is like arcane. It's essentially like a steampunk pipe with a like trigger and a handle, and I load 3 vials into it. And I point at that guy and I fire Scorching Ray.
Sounds good.
1 going to the guy you're fighting, and 2 going to the
Good
guy I
call.
just hit.
The alchemist.
Yeah.
That's such a fun way to flavor that. I love that.
Yeah, you kind of like
It's
your
like
cannon
the-
goes and it against this guy's chest, and he like jumps backwards.
Oh,
Okay. 1 I assume misses with a 13 on the big guy.
That will miss.
I got a nat 20 for a 28.
Okay,
On-
And
small one.
what's 15 plus 8? 23?
that'll hit.
Yeah.
On the
and that
mage.
nat 20 will get doubled.
Yeah,
Yes,
the nat
I
20
know.
doubled the damage because
So he's taking a
Normally-
66 fire damage.
normally I run brutal crits. I love brutal crits, but we can discuss that after this combat if you guys want to do brutal crits.
Would you like me to have brutal crit?
So
Brutal crits goes both ways.
I know.
7 on the first one.
But
7 damage.
And then for the crit,
Okay.
it
Still.
was 2 plus
Even the barbarians.
10.
So 17 damage.
17 fire damage.
Wow. Youch.
On the mage or the soldier?
On the mage. I didn't hit the big guy.
The big guy moved up.
And then I-
This menacing. And these like 3 glass vials like clink to the ground.
The fighting presses on, with the allies eventually besting the 3 Urtican archers, leaving only the Urtican lieutenant and his alchemist.
So I'm running right at him, and so he's looking at me now, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just jumping up straight for the jugular.
Sounds good.
Go for the jugular!
He's like running away, like ah! That's a dirty 20.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
You watch us.
Rip Paul.
We're just deciding his name is Paul.
His name's Paul now.
There's almost no way. that
Oh
you
yeah,
can't
you can
kill
have
him
this.
out here.
The red one does
Oh yes.
Debating on if another sheep
Oh,
should
that's
count.
damage
I
indeed.
told you.
That's 2 6s plus a 6.
Can you go shoot
That's
18.
Yes. That's 18 points of bite
He
damage.
kind of like runs, and he turns and fires it, and you're just, and he just goes, as you just rip his throat out, and he collapses to the ground.
All right, so I'm not very happy, so I'm going to attack him.
Sounds good.
Hiya! Ooh, that's not a big 16.
That will hit.
Ooh, sweet. That's 5 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh yeah! So what I'm first gonna do is I'm gonna use my elbow and I'm gonna push under his jaw to push off.
Alright.
I'm gonna go for his leg because I haven't been paying much attention to the legs yet. So I'm gonna put him in a leg bar and I'm gonna break.
Oh dear, that cannot be read aloud. By the gods. Anyways, after they successfully defended themselves, they saw that their trail watcher had abandoned them, fleeing from the conflict. Undeterred, they set out the next day, reaching the destination of Sheinar. Their story will continue next time on Sulfur and Saloons.